Hi everyone, welcome back to the Money Buddies podcast. I'm your host Chloe, and today I'm so excited to have Shirah on, who is the CEO of the company NightCap, which is a really amazing company which is working towards helping protect people from drink spiking. But I'm not going to ramble on too much. We're going to be getting Shirah to do all the talking about her journey to founding NightCap, to what it's like to be a business owner and a university student. So thank you, Shirah, so much for coming on today.
Of course.
So you're still really young. You're still in university. So when I talk about this, it makes it sound like a long time ago. But have you always shown an entrepreneurial, like a bit of a knack or like a spirit?
Yeah, I think I have. I think it started when I saw my parents not being entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
So they worked for someone else, and I always looked at them, and I didn't really want someone telling me like, do this, do this, do this. I always wanted to like create my own thing, and I didn't know what it would be, but I knew I would have something of my own. And I've always kind of been like a leader in the aspect of like when I played sports, and I've had like a couple little companies here and there, but nothing big like this. So yeah. I've always had it in me.
So you've always had it in you, and you've done so amazing already. So who would you say like really so inspired you to like actually, when you came up with like NightCap, to really pursue that?
So the first person I talked to about NightCap was my dad. And I basically woke up one morning after I had this dream about the product. And I went downstairs, my dad was in the kitchen, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I got it. And he was the first person to be like, oh, wow, this is a good idea. And so I think he was the person that really motivated me to like go and do it. But I also think that the problem of drink spiking and like how many people I knew I would save with this product was also my motivation. So
like going off that, so can you actually tell our audience like what the product is and all of that?
So I have it here. This is my pink one. It comes in pink, black, purple, and blue. So it's just a scrunchie that you can wear on your wrist or in your hair. And when you go out to the bar, you pull this out, goes over your drink, and you pop in a straw right here, and the hole's like already there. You don't need to create a hole or anything. So this is it. And then when you're done, you just tuck it back in and you can use it like normal.
How do you even come up with something like this? This is so innovative.
Yeah, I just thought of it in a dream, and that was it.
Unbelievable. Amazing. So were you like a pretty good sewer as well, did you say? Like, because you actually had to like create prototypes.
Well, the first one I made it out of my mom's pantyhose and a scrunchie for my room. And I don't know how to sew at all. Like I just kind of taped it together and showed everyone like what the vision was. And that's when we went and got a seamstress to actually make like the next 5 prototypes to see where we wanted the product to, like we wanted it to actually look like. I am no seamstress, so I didn't touch that part, but yeah, it was cool.
No, a pretty good dream, guys, to have a dream to create a business. Unbelievable. It's so cool. So did you like think you always envisioned like you'll be a CEO, like entrepreneur? That's what you always wanted to do you think?
So I always wanted to have my own thing. I didn't know to what extent. And I didn't like ever see myself like my title being CEO.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I saw myself kind of running my own company, no matter what it was. But for me to like be running a company and also doing something good for people, it's like couldn't be any better.
No, that's so amazing. And you've had such amazing success, which is so good to see. And I want to actually touch on, before we go to Shark Tank and obviously the success of NightCap, is how do you juggle going to university, socializing and running this business?
So basically, I actually just took a break from school.
Fair enough.
Because I was in the middle of, like going through school and running a business, and I didn't think that I had the time or the right education to run the business. So what I've done now is I've kind of picked some classes online about like what I want to learn and what I want to dive into for my business. And I'm taking those courses, and I'm also just working full time. So I moved back home. When I was going to school, I would do classes, and then when I had the time, I would go sit down, work on the business. But it was really hard because you're always going back and forth from like company to school, and it was really hard.
So big now. So you're prioritizing that.
Yeah. So I made the decision to move back home, which was a little hard at first because like I left all my friends and everything in a city that I just started living in, but that's okay because like this is what I want.
So you're going after what you want. We love that.
But I would say to anyone, like if you want to start a business in college, that's the time to start because that's when people want to help you as a student.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So, okay, now we've got to talk about Shark Tank and that amazing experience and the amazing success which you had. It was so good just to watch. Like, obviously, first, your pitch with your brother, loved it. Amazing. But I want to actually ask, whose idea, like, how did you guys even get, like, onto Shark Tank? Like, how did you, like, think about it? Like, whose idea? Like,
well, I mean, my brother and I used to watch that show all the time when we were younger, and we'd always look at it and say, like, that's so cool, like, that's awesome. I always looked at that show, and I was like, I want to be on it, never thinking that I would actually be on it. But it was definitely his idea to actually go and apply for it because COVID hit, and, you know, like, nobody was going out, so nobody's going to use the product. So we're like, all right, let's, you know, take a step back and let's just, why not apply? So that's all we did is just went online and applied, and everyone thinks there was like some magical thing that happened, but all we did was go online and just put our name in, you know.
And you had an amazing success on the show, which is so cool. All the sharks loved it. I reckon that's like the most positive reaction I've seen. Because I watch a lot, like I binge watch it, especially during school holidays. So no, that was so cool. And you were only 17 when you filmed that. That's unbelievable. And you got you got to deal with a shark. That's very, very cool. Not many can say that.
The best shark we could have gotten to deal with.
No, that's so amazing. So so how did your brother get into the business?
So I was a junior in high school when I started the idea. And I think he was a senior in college. And I guess he came home for the summer to see, to come to the house. And he saw one of my prototypes from the seamstress, like on the table. And we told him what it was. And he was like, oh, wow, this is a huge problem at my school. Like, I want to help you. So he started to help us or help me and my dad. And, now it's his full-time job.
Unbelievable. It just all evolved. So you two are like partners now. We love that brother sister, and you're leading that, which is really amazing. So so tell us about the like impact of being on Shark Tank and having that audience see your product. Because you mentioned before, like COVID kind of like probably maybe hit a bit in terms of, you know, people weren't going out as much.
Well, Shark Tank definitely gives your business a crazy amount of just credibility. So, you know, if you say to someone, maybe someone looks at this and thinks, why would you use that? And then they find out it was on Shark Tank. They're like, oh, okay. Like, I would use that. I don't know. That's kind of just how it works. But it did a lot with our sales. You know, people have seen it a lot because it's on TikTok, it's on Shark Tank. So yeah, the show was awesome, and it did really good things for us.
And now I want to touch on actually your branding is so good. Like just the name NightCap. It's a good name. And like keep you covered. Like what? So good. Like just so clever.
Thank you.
Okay, I love it. Absolutely love it. So guys, I did a bit of a look on the LinkedIn though. Like, so Shira, you were doing like marketing, weren't you? Like at uni, and now you're kind of doing those courses that align with your uni degree. So would you say that really like helped you though, like build up your business, like as it was really growing?
Are you asking if like at school it
Yeah.
helped me?
Or is it more like, was it more just like you learning on the job and you learning that way that really helped you?
I think it helped me with time management and how to get my stuff done. Um, making to-do lists and just being organized. What I was learning sometimes helped me.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we did some like, I had a class where we did like mood boards, and I guess like doing the research would just like make my mind more creative. I don't know. Anyways, I think that, yeah, it definitely helps me with structure more. But
really on the job learning, really.
Yeah, it's trial and error. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's all trial and error. My brother didn't have a business degree when we started this, and I didn't either. But
your advertising is really good. So would you say that's how you really like drive your traffic and like really have grown your business in terms of sales?
Yeah. So we use TikTok and Instagram.
TikTok, amazing. Yeah, everyone loves TikTok.
Yes.
Cool. So now I want to discuss like the social mission, obviously behind NightCap, because it's like an amazing, like story behind it. So what's like, the importance of preventing drink spiking? Like that's really important. Obviously, like your product, like I've never heard of a product like this. So tell us about that.
Well, this problem is like a lot bigger than I thought. So now that we have this product, we get messages all the time saying like, thank you so much. But when you asked me that question, like this one Amazon review popped into my head of this lady who was at a bar and put her drink down and had the NightCap on the drink. And she picked up her drink and she saw a pill on top. And reading that and like seeing, she actually took a picture of it. So when you see the picture, you're like, or for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just saved someone. And I just can't imagine like how many other stories there are like that. If she's saying that, I just can't imagine. So
no, that's so unbelievable. Like, guys, that's amazing, isn't it? Like Shirah right here, like through her business, she's really helping lots of people. And yeah, that really puts a lot of perspective as well of actually how important your product is.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, I've seen some people roofied firsthand and like they can't even see, or like they're just, it's scary things that you don't ever want to experience.
No, but no, that's why, guys, there's NightCap, link in the description, link to your teachers, get it off them. Exactly. But continuing on, so like you've like just discussing like through your reviews, like just that review, which was like a shocking story, but you've really like brought up the conversation. Like, to be honest, like I'm 15, so I've never really been to parties much with COVID, so I've never really thought about it. But after watching you on Shark Tank and like obviously doing a bit of internet stalking on your website, it's really brought my attention to the problem. And I think I just want to talk about now like the community and the awareness you're bringing about this like often not really talked about topic.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think it's crazy that you're 15. That is awesome. And yeah, I started this when I was 16, so I didn't really realize I knew the problem, but I just didn't realize like how important it seriously was and how often it does happen. But yeah, there's a huge community that we have, and everyone's very supportive because we all know like that this is protecting us from a lot of bad things from happening. And yeah, like even like on our social media, it's like our community is our followers, because you see the product and you're like, oh my God, like that's something that I want to be a part of. And yeah, we have a very big community and everyone's just like so awesome. We yeah.
No, it's so amazing. I just love it. Like this type of idea of this, business really helping people, creating a community. I think it's so amazing. So now I want to discuss like the goals of NightCap for the future. So do you guys have any like new ideas or like anything like that?
Yeah, so we definitely want to get it. Well, we're in like, I think it was like 100 college bookstores right now. Thank you.
Amazing.
But we definitely want to get it in every single one, because the important thing is that everybody has this like in their hands. And that's the goal. Like for me, like I want to see this like everywhere, because not only would it be like awesome, but it helps. And it like someone looks at your drink with the NightCap on it, it's a deterrent. So they're like, oh, they're not one to mess with. So I think it's really important for everyone to have them in their hands. And we want to license them to like liquor companies, which we've done a couple times, like have their branding on it.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Women's clothing brands. But yeah, we just want people to have them, because that's the most important thing.
So I'm actually curious now, going a bit like on a different topic then, is how did you like go about getting these like, into these college bookstores, and also like just stores in general, chemists, etc. Because you've really grown. Like I saw on the website, it's amazing.
Yeah, so 2 ways. The first way is them reaching out to us. Like they'll see a TikToker or something and they'll reach out. But the college bookstores are all kind of run by like the same company. So if one of them has it, most likely a different one, And the other way is my brother and I have gone to like a couple like campus safety conferences, pharmaceutical conferences. He's gone to, I'm not old enough, so he went to a bar and liquor conference, and basically we set up a booth and we talk to people. They come up, we talk to them about like how, like what it is and like how this can benefit you or your store or whatever, So yeah, those are the 2 different ways, but.
It's so amazing. And guys, I love this. Like you're such a boss lady. We love this. Shirah is so cool. So I already talked about like, the slogan, the name. Obviously, you're working to spread this out, like, everywhere. Are you like looking to go like international in terms of stores?
Definitely. We actually have a store locator on our website. I'm not sure if we I think we are in some stores like outside of the country. Probably very few.
But it's online, so that's like your main one, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. So we sell like online, but we're on Amazon UK, Amazon EU, Canada. Yeah, like we're a worldwide product, so that's the goal.
Oh, amazing. No, that's so cool. So just before we finish up, I want to ask about like your aspirations, like for yourself, like as a young person who's growing a business. Like what do you see for yourself?
I don't know. Like I'm so young.
Yeah, you are so oh, you're not even, yeah. This is so amazing.
Right now I'm 19. And at the moment, like what I see in the next like 5 years, I definitely like want to always like have some, ownership of NightCap and like be able to control to some degree like what happens with the company. But I also want to expand like my own brand, and I also want to do like philanthropy. But I don't have that many things. Yeah. I just kind of go with what's given to me, and then I move on.
And maybe another dream will bring something to you.
Yeah, that's actually what one of the sharks said.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. I think like a shark, guys. Amazing. Yeah, love that. So, okay, finally, we were wondering if you could please give a piece of advice, or multiple if you want, to a young aspiring entrepreneur.
I have a couple things. Okay, I'll start with this one. So I would say that like when you're starting a business, or if you want to, you are probably like super overwhelmed and you're like, oh my God, how do I do this, and this? Well, like all you need is your idea, and you need to like start talking to different kinds of people, because everyone you talk to is going to know something, or they're going to know someone that does something that you can't do. So in the beginning, you know, I went to like my friend's mom and like my like just people that I like needed to talk to, because my parents did not own businesses. So my brother wasn't there at the time, and I'm here in high school like asking my entrepreneurship teacher, like, where do I go from here? And you know, you just have to use your resources. So just talk to people. Don't give people your idea, but you know,
yeah.
like ask them if they know how to do certain things. And I kind of said it before, but start your business while you're young, like while you're in school, because that's when people want to help you. And my third would be not to care what people think, obviously, because I had people saying, why would you use that? That's so stupid. They already have stuff like that. Okay.
People want to use it, so you're proving them wrong.
Yeah, so just, it's not like, it's your life, like try it. If you don't try it, you're probably gonna regret not trying it. So just do it, and don't be scared, and don't get stressed, because like it's fine, you'll get there. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much, Shirah, for coming on the podcast today. We really appreciate it. And of course, everyone who's watching, we're going to have all the links to everything NightCap Shirah down in the description, and to all of your teachers, perhaps they'll have it. So thank you, Shirah, so much again for coming on. And thank you everyone for watching and listening, and we'll see you in our next podcast.
If you have questions, message me on Instagram.
Yeah, Shirah, what's your handle?
Shirah Benarde, but you probably don't know how to spell that. So
I'll put it in the description.
Yeah. Go on NightCap or something, and you find it there. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.